Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. I felt something inside me crack the moment I heard the sound. A low, breathy whisper slipping through the thin crack of my bedroom door. A voice I had known my entire life mixed with another I trusted with my heart. My pulse hammered so hard I could taste metal. I stepped closer, thinking I was losing my mind, thinking the stress of the last few weeks was finally twisting my senses. Then I heard it again. My wife's laugh. Soft, warm, intimate. Followed by my father's voice telling her to keep quiet. For a moment I could not breathe. I did not burst in. I did not scream. I simply stood there with my hand frozen near the doorknob, my entire body trembling. Confusion drowned me first, a desperate attempt to rationalize what I already knew. Maybe he was comforting her. Maybe I misheard. Maybe this was a nightmare. But deep inside I knew. The truth was already tearing through my ribs. When I finally pushed the door open, they were not in the room. Silence greeted me, as if the walls themselves were holding secrets. The air smelled faintly of my father's aftershave. My wife's perfume drifted under it like a haunting echo. I did not sleep that night. I lay beside Maya, watching her breathe, memorizing the face I thought I knew. My mind spun through memories. Family dinners. Holidays. The way my father always insisted she sit next to him. The way she used to blush at his jokes. The time she said she needed help carrying boxes to the basement where he stored things. They were hints. They were signs I pretended not to see. My mother found me the next morning sitting at the dining table staring at nothing. She set a cup of tea beside me and studied me with the kind of intuition only a mother has. "What happened?" she asked quietly. I told her everything. Every detail. Every sound. Every doubt that shredded me from inside. I expected shock. Anger. Maybe denial. Instead she sighed, long and heavy, as if she had been waiting for this moment. "I should have told you sooner," she whispered. "I saw the way they looked at each other months ago. I confronted your father. He denied everything. But I knew." Her voice trembled but her eyes were steady. "You deserve the truth. And you deserve justice." Something cold shifted inside me, something that sharpened my pain into purpose. Over the next week I pretended everything was normal. I kissed Maya's cheek, I greeted my father politely, and I sat across from them during dinner while their eyes flickered with a tension they tried to hide. Inside me everything was breaking in slow motion, but I let it break because the pieces were revealing a clearer picture. One night my father left his phone on the kitchen counter. My hands shook as I picked it up. My mother stood behind me, her hand on my shoulder. She knew what I was doing. She did not stop me. The messages were right there. Long threads. Explicit. Intimate. Plans. Memories. My wife telling him she wished she had met him earlier. My father saying he could not stop thinking about her. I felt sick. My mother steadied me before I collapsed. "You are not going to confront them yet," she said softly. "You are going to let them expose themselves." The next evening she invited them both to dinner. She cooked my father's favorite meal. She opened wine. She laughed. She played her role with the calm precision of someone who had lived with betrayal long enough to master its language. I watched Maya avoid my eyes. I watched my father pretend nothing was wrong. Their hands brushed twice under the table. They thought no one noticed. When dessert was served, my mother placed her phone on the table, screen up. A video was playing. The basement camera footage. My camera. Installed that morning. My wife pressed against my father. His hands on her waist. Her lips on his neck. The room went silent. My father's face drained of color. Maya's fork clattered to the floor. I did not say a word. I did not need to. The truth filled every corner of the room until no one could breathe. My mother spoke first. "I warned you," she said, her voice steady but shaking at the edges. "I told you that lies always find their way to light." My father stood, reaching for excuses. Maya burst into tears, reaching for me. I stepped back. I watched them crumble. I watched their carefully built world collapse under the weight of their choices. Then I left. I walked out the front door and did not look back. Later that night, my mother found me sitting on the porch steps. She wrapped a blanket around my shoulders like she used to do when I was a child. I am sorry, she whispered. I am too, I said. But I am done carrying pain that does not belong to me. She nodded, and for the first time in years, she looked free. The next morning Maya was gone. My father was gone too. My mother started planning her divorce. I began rebuilding my life piece by piece. Their betrayal shattered me, but the truth set all of us on the paths we should have taken long ago.